Welcome back to the Dragon Den. My loyal Dragon Knights, King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2 Fei Long. And so here we have Fei Long posed and out of the packaging, and he looks amazing. But before we have a look at his details, let's run through his accessories. Fei Long comes with two really impressive head sculpts, as well as two pairs of hands and a fire effect for his kicks. Just like with Ryu, a little light on accessories, but everything you would expect him to come with. So with his accessories out of the way, let's move on to Fei Long's details. Jada Toys has done a really good job here with Fei Long. He looks just like he jumped out of the video game. He is sporting the martial arts look from the 80s and 90s, which was pretty standard for the time. Taking a look at his head sculpt, this is one of the better head sculpts that Jada Toys has done. It really captures the look of Fei Long from Ultra Street Fighter 2, especially when you look at him from a Bruce Lee standard. The hair sculpt is also done really impressively, with some shading here and there, and it does stand out nicely. And just like with Ryu, he has some very impressive eyebrows. As far as his body is going, Fei Long isn't wearing a shirt, but instead we have this really muscular physique. It is very impressive. Fei Long here is very toned, very muscular, and I like the fact that he is thinner than Ryu. The skin tone is done exceptionally well, and the muscle detail on him is very great. His arms carry over that exact same muscle detail that you would expect, and it looks really good on Fei Long. Bulging biceps and ripping triceps, Fei Long here looks very toned to the core. And just like in the video game, he's not wearing anything on his fists. Fei Long is wearing some martial arts pants, which once again was a style in the 80s and 90s. Channeling his inner Bruce Lee, these martial arts pants are done in this really nice black and gray plastic. Impressive amount of detail in terms of sculpt work. There is some line work going through it, as well as some wrinkles. It's amazing how much detail Jada Toys was able to put in his martial arts pants. And continuing with a Bruce Lee motif, he is wearing a pair of martial arts sandals. They are done in that same gray-black color scheme that we saw with his pants, and he is wearing a pair of beige socks. So overall, Fei Long looks kind of plain, but this was a style in the video game, and it was a style in the 80s and 90s. But don't sleep on the detail. Fei Long is really ripped, really jacked, and I love the detail on his pants. So with his details out of the way, let's get him compared to our usual suspects. Here we have Fei Long posed next to the Marvel Legends Cyclops and DC Multiverse Superman, Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man, the Lightning Collection White Ranger, and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally we have Fei Long posed next to the Jada Toys Ryu. He scales very well for a 1/12 scale figure, and I love the fact that he scales perfectly with Ryu. So with his comparisons out of the way, let's get a look at his articulation. He has a double ball joint in the head and a ball joint in the neck. Butterfly joints in his shoulders. Arms go out to the side and do a full 360. He has a bicep swivel and double hinged elbows. Swivel hinge at his wrist. Ball joints in his upper torso and in his lower torso. Legs kick forward, go back, out to the side, and we have a thigh swivel. Double bend in his knee. Swivel at his ankle, hinge in his ankle, and forward-facing pin for rocker ankle. Fei Long has some great articulation, and Jada Toys has done a really good job making sure it works perfectly here. So with everything said and done about Fei Long, let's get him posed for my final thoughts. The Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2 Fei Long is another great addition to my Street Fighter collection. Though not my favorite character, I can give Jada Toys props for making such a really good figure. I love the fact that they went with a new torso for Fei Long and he's not reusing any parts from Ryu. The accessories are perfect for Fei Long. The alternate head looks really good, the hands are perfect, and I love the fire effect you can add to him. With as much articulation as he has, there's no problem getting him into any pose you see in the video game. Fei Long here looks great with his Bruce Lee inspired look, and Jada Toys has once again captured his essence from the video game and brought it into action figure form. One thing I love is how good of a figure he is. He's quite affordable at $24. If you're a fan of Ultra Street Fighter 2, Fei Long here is definitely going to be a must-have for your collection. Don't sleep on this figure, cause Fei Long here is gonna look great in any Street Fighter collection, and I recommend you pick him up as soon as possible. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other Street Fighter and Jada Toys videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites, coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000, reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.